Yo, what it do? Back with another video. So, we have 10 items Zion owns that cost more than your life. Hey, nothing costs more than my life. But, yeah. Let's check this out, man.
Six-figure custom cars, $250,000 shoes. And from there, it just gets crazier. These are 10 items Zion Williamson owns that cost more than your life. And with Zion's first purchase, not only was it expensive, but it was controversial too. Coming into the 2019 NBA draft, Zion knew that he was gonna be a top pick, so he needed to look fresh. That's why Zion went out and spent big on a custom-made suit.
Right.
But when he walked onto that stage, his suit looked really familiar. This man stole LeBron's entire look. But that's not even the worst part. He spent over $10,000 to do it. Now, 10 grand before he ever got an NBA check, that's pretty stupid. But what if I told you that suit was the cheapest thing Zion was wearing that night? Yeah, when Zion dapped up his cousin, something immediately caught my eye. This man was wearing a diamond Rolex watch. And I just had to know, how much did Zion spend on it? Well, I decided to do a little bit of digging, and my mind was blown. Zion spent $120,000 on this watch. Ridiculous. But this was just the beginning of Zion's ridiculous spending.
Bro.
I mean, his garage at just 20 years old will have you questioning your entire life. See, when Zion got into the NBA in 2019, everyone knew that he was the next big thing. So companies were breaking down his door, begging him to rep their brands. And there was one sponsorship that Zion couldn't turn down: Mercedes-Benz. It turns out that Mercedes hit him up, and they gave him the deal of a lifetime. They offered the man a $150,000 all-black Mercedes AMG S63 sedan.
Alright, so I love Benz, don't get me wrong, but if you don't have the money to take care of a Benz, let alone buy one, don't do it, bro. You're gonna hate it. And I'm telling you from experience, because I bought a used Benz from somebody. Well, I bought the Benz from my uncle, but he bought the Benz from somebody. And dude basically lied, said everything was fixed, everything was new on the car. Yada, yada, yada. First couple months, blown tire. A couple weeks, blown tire. Another week, blown tire. Turns out 2 of my rims was cracked, and that's why my tires keep popping. He tried to weld them together and didn't do too good of a job. And yeah, it's a lot going on with my car. Luckily, it's still drivable, but
for free.
Don't get a Benz unless you have the money to
But
take
it turns out giving away a car for free was a great move for Mercedes, because Zion went out and spent his first NBA check on 2 more Benzes. First, he bought a brand new $150,000 2020 G-Wagon, equipped with heated leather seats, 3-zone climate control, over 3 feet of... Okay, basically, this car is just really comfortable, all right? But it's the second Mercedes that was the big baller. Zion went out and got a $160,000 2020 AMG GT63S. And I mean, this is for when Zion wants to go fast.
Beautiful.
630 horsepower, 9-speed transmission, 660 pounds of torque. This thing goes 0 to 60 in only 2.9 seconds. And it tops out at almost 200 miles per hour. Damn. Now look. This car is beautiful, Zion, but just be careful out there, all right? There's already been too many people injured this season, all right? Can't lose you too. But what's even crazier is that all 3 of Zion's Mercedes add up to over $460,000 in cars. Damn, Zion, just to drive? Ridiculous. Now, what if I told you Zion has a secret addiction that's costing him tens of thousands of dollars? Yeah, there's one thing that Zion loves a little too much.
Me and a group of friends, we went to see Avengers Endgame. And if you know me, Thanos is my favorite character.
This man is a Thanos addict. I mean, he dropped over
I think I've seen
$1,000 on custom-made, one-of-a-kind,
chain that he finna show?
Thanos-inspired
I'm sure he's gonna
Jordan
show it.
34s. But that's just $1,000. Zion, he wipes his ass with that. The real money was spent when Zion hit up Zoe Frost, a famous celebrity jeweler. And Zion requested the most iced-out Thanos piece you'll ever see.
Don't
This
get me
man
wrong.
Zion
That
literally
shit is
bought his
old.
own Infinity Gauntlet
That is a
for $50,000. Jesus.
medallion.
But Zion's not always just dropping stacks on
ain't
himself,
dropping
alright?
that type of money.
Sometimes he likes to spend big on his people. He's all about paying respect to the people that helped him over the years.
Right, which
I
he
mean,
should.
Zion knows without his family, he'd have never made it to the NBA in the first place. So, after he got drafted, his first thought wasn't to go out and buy himself something nice. It was to buy his cousin something nice. A brand new car. But Zion wasn't trying
That's
to gift
my
his
goal,
cousin
man.
a damn Corolla, alright? He wanted to go all
mom's a
out.
car.
So, he reached out
Get
to
all
one
the
of the
homies a
best
car
car shops
that
in the
need one.
entire country, DreamWork Motorsports. And after speaking with the owner, he found the perfect gift. A brand new 2019 Jeep Wrangler. And this car should have only cost him around $50,000. But the man decided to drop
it's not
another
harder than that.
10 grand
You got a new
fully
car for free.
customizing this thing out. He amped up the engine, threw on some custom paint, new rims, wheels. He even had "Subscribe to Rebound" painted on the side of the Jeep.
real?
Yeah, that's right. Everywhere Zion's cousin goes, the people know to subscribe to Rebound.
Crazy.
And if you're not subscribed, he's finna run you over. So what are you doing? Damn, Zion. This man really knows how to pick out a present. But I think Zion needs to learn how to save some cash. Cause one mistake lost him hundreds of thousands of dollars. See, when
me,
Zion played for Duke
don't
back in
mind spending money.
2019, he laced
Like,
up his
I'm gonna
Nike
save,
PG
of course.
2.5s
But the way
for
I
a
see
game
it is
against
like,
UNC. And during
you
the
got it
first possession
and
of
you
that
want it,
game,
Why
this
not
happened.
get it?
Was that Obama? This man got the president out here watching him. That's some
the
next
main
level.
reason why I don't mind
Damn.
spending money.
But Zion almost had his entire career ruined because of some damn Nikes.
Damn
but what's
Nikes,
crazy
boy.
about this situation is how much these shoes ended up being worth. See, shortly after the accident, famous sports auctioneer Ken Golden went on TMZ, and he was asked about how much Zion's Nikes were worth.
What's the ceiling? Like, what would be the upper range that you could see this thing going for at auction?
I've seen NBA worn on one game All-Star jerseys go for 180,000. It would
No. Okay, so he said he's seen All-Star game jerseys go for 180,000. This is Zion. We're talking about one of the top rookies to join the league in a minute. I'm gonna say it'll probably go for 350,000. 350,000.
not surprise me if it topped $250,000.
$250,000.
$100,000 more.
Damn.
Hey,
All
you
right,
never know,
so
might
with
hit up
that
that
much
much.
money on the line, you'd think that Zion would go and just sell those Nikes immediately, right?
Right.
Well, this is where things get mysterious. See, a few days after the accident, Zion gave the shoes to Duke's athletic director to get them checked out by Nike. And some shady stuff must have gone down.
Had to.
Because after Nike inspected them at Duke's facility, those shoes
Missing.
went missing.
Crazy.
How the hell does a $250,000 pair of Nikes just vanish into thin air? All right, the people need answers. So once again,
Dude probably
TMZ
got
took
them in
matters
his,
into their
in
own
his
hands.
basement
They
or
went
his
out and
attic.
asked Zion where the shoes
his
were,
garage
and he
hidden.
said to ask his coach. So TMZ asked his coach, and he said to ask Nike. So TMZ went and asked Nike,
Unless Nike did
and they
take 'em.
said they have no
was like,
idea where the shoes were.
not?
So these sneakers are officially lost. And they still are to this day. $250,000 just down the drain in a dumpster somewhere, gone. That's tragic. But even though Zion lost all of this money, he'll be fine. The man is making big bread in the NBA. I mean, nowadays, Zion spends more money customizing cars than most people do actually buying one. Like when he bought himself a brand new Ford F-150
I've seen his
Raptor.
truck. It's all black.
As if dropping
Oh my gosh, that thing is
$55,000 on this thing wasn't enough. Zion wanted to spice things up even more. So when his 1-year NBA anniversary came around, he decided to treat himself and hit up DreamWorks Motorsports again. And when I tell you that this man had everything done to his truck, I'm not joking. I'm talking window tint, customized red leather seats, painted
That
brakes
makes it hard,
and
bro.
suspension, a sound system, 22-inch custom painted wheels, 35-inch tires, smoked lights. They even installed light bars with his catchphrase, "Let's dance" on it. And it doesn't stop there, because after all of that, they spent over 12 hours wrapping the truck in satin black. I don't even know what that means, but it looks pretty dope. Alright,
Hey,
we don't
respect the
care
people
how
that actually
beautiful
work
this
on
thing
cars like
is.
that, though.
How much did it cost?
They dedicate
Well,
so much time
the
to that stuff.
customizations ended up totaling around $20,000. This man's customizations cost more than my entire car. Zion's out here making me look broke, man. Damn. I mean, Zion's got so much money. He just throws it away sometimes. And I know that sounds crazy, but let me explain. See, back in 2018, Zion wore a pair of Kyrie 5s during a game at Duke. And at that time, he didn't nearly have the same hype. So, after the shoes got old, Zion, he didn't think twice about it. He just threw them away. But only a year later, when Zion made it to the NBA, something weird happened. I guess some dude went dumpster diving or something, because those same pair of Kyrie 5s ended up on Golden Auction's website, and they were worth a lot more money now. I mean, who wouldn't want a pair of NBA history? So, they started the bidding off at $7,500. And after 9 people went back and forth bidding on them, a final deal had been reached. And they sold for over $19,000. Damn, that's like $2,000 per toe. Ridiculous. I guess one man's trash is another man's treasure. And I'm starting to think Zion is King Midas, because everything this dude touches turns to gold, literally. Back in 2020, Zion played his first NBA game ever. And I mean, this was a historic night, so the NBA wanted to take full advantage, and they decided to auction off his debut jersey. Now, obviously, Zion's a superstar, and people were lining up, ready to drop bands on this thing.
Had to be,
But
dog.
I don't even think the NBA expected there to be this much interest, because just a few days later, when they put the jersey online, over 100 people put bids in, and the jersey ended up selling for over $80,000. $80,000 for a shirt?
Imagine if it had an autograph on it. Probably would have went for $1 million.
But I mean, we're talking about Zion Williamson here. Like, the shoes he wore during his first win, for example. The dumpster diving freaks at Golden Auctions somehow got those too. And they ended up selling for $62,000. It's just unbelievable. This dude is a walking dollar
couldn't see
sign.
myself
And
doing
it's
that.
pretty cool to see because, Zion, he's one of the most humble guys in the NBA. But not everyone is as nice as Zion. Some guys are just assholes.
Yeah, that man, Michael
Like
Jordan. is the
Michael
biggest
Jordan.
asshole
He
I ever
disrespected
seen.
tons of players over the years. I mean,
this
one
an
time
video?
he even gave his own teammate a black eye just for looking at him wrong. Oh, you want to hear more?
Yep. Shit. As usual, man, y'all already know what to do. Comment down below what you all want to see next. Don't forget to like, comment, share, and subscribe. Likes go a long way. Comments go a long way. Subscribing definitely go a long way. Sharing 100% goes a long way. But yeah, I appreciate everybody, everybody watching it. I appreciate